What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having an absolutely fantastic day. I know I am, and if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. You'll get kidnapped by Sesame Street. Yeah, that's right, guys. Me and Elmo are tight, and I can guarantee that you will be kidnapped unless you press the like button. Anyways, guys, what's going on? Today, I have one of the scariest experiences I've ever had, okay? Basically, I got jumped by Elmo on a Halloween. Yes, I know it sounds ridiculous. No, it wasn't the real Elmo. It was someone in a costume. Gosh, I'm not an idiot. I know the real Elmo lives in Disneyland. But, real talk, guys, it was an absolutely terrifying experience that is really funny, too, because, no joke, I might have peed my pants a little bit. But, yeah, embarrassing myself keeps you guys entertained, so it's well worth it, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Halloween has never been, like, my giant holiday, okay? Like, Halloween has never been something that I'm incredibly into, mainly because I'm one of those people that gets terrified of, like, everything scary, okay? One time, I accidentally watched Scream when I was 6, and I could not sleep for a week, okay? Like, I am a little baby when it comes to anything scary. So Halloween has never been the holiday that I get super hyped for. Like, I'm never sitting there shaking in my giblets over the fact that Halloween is approaching. But a lot of my friends when I went to college were pretty into the whole Halloween thing. You know, they were a little edgy, a little mysterious. They had that edge to them that everybody enjoys, and they were super hyped for Halloween, and they were all gonna go out and do all this fun stuff. And, you know, I don't really like Halloween, like I said. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's like just not a special day to me. It's just another day for me personally, okay? I'm not saying it's the worst. It was a lot more fun when I was trick-or-treating, but apparently when you're 20, it's weird and inconsiderate to steal all the kids' candy. So whatever. I wasn't a big fan of Halloween in college. So that day, that morning, I'm hanging out with a couple of my friends in one of their dorm rooms, and we're just chilling there, having ourselves a good time, playing some FIFA, doing what we gotta do to pass the time eloquently before they were all going out that night, and I was just gonna go chill in the dorm room and watch some Netflix in my dorm room. So we're in our friend's dorm room, and everybody starts saying, "Oh my god, look out the window, oh my god, look out the window." So we look out the window, and the way that their dorm is situated, you could see across the entire courtyard, and at the other end of the courtyard, like by the end of the road, there was an Elmo, somebody in an Elmo costume just standing there staring at us, and we're like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." And I think it's funny. I'm like, haha, very funny, it's Halloween. And then my friend says, "No, look," and he pulls up binoculars, which, I don't know, I guess my friend had binoculars. That should have been a hip that something was amiss, but I look in the binoculars, and the guy is standing there in this Elmo suit with a knife, and we're like, "Oh my god, what the heck?" Like, that's so crazy that Elmo is there. Like, what is going on? So whatever, we're just kind of laughing at it, looking at it, and it like gestures and waves at us, and then like it disappears a little bit later. It just walks away, and we're like, whoa, that was creepy, that was weird. And all of our friends were in the dorm room, okay? And the people that weren't in the dorm room had to work, like they had Snapchatted me from work or been gone. So whatever, I don't really think much of it. I just kind of am like, oh, somebody was out on Halloween goofing around trying to scare people by dressing up as Elmo with a knife. You know, no big deal, no harm, no foul. It's not anybody I know, it's not any of my friends, it's not gonna get near me. It's somebody who just went home because they realized that walking around in an Elmo costume with a knife is probably a pretty good way to catch some charges, or at least that's what makes sense to me. So whatever, we go back to playing video games, and I completely forget about Emo Elmo, which is how I'll be referring to him for the rest of this story. I'm like, yo, that's crazy that Emo Elmo went home. You know, maybe he went to go get some help. His parents realized that him walking around like that probably wasn't good for the brand image of Sesame Street, so they took him back home. I don't really know what you do with Emo Elmo. All I know is that I hope he gets the professional help that he needs, you know? I don't want Elmo going out in a hail of gunfire. I like Elmo the way that he is, very happy with his goldfish. That's the goals, all right? That's where I want Elmo to stay. So whatever, my friends a little bit later are like, hey man, let's go get some food. Let's head over to Chick-fil-A and get some grub. And you know me, I ain't never gonna say no to Chick-fil-A because I'm not a communist. And I'm like, yeah, sure. So we go to get Chick-fil-A, and on the way back, we walk outside, and sure enough, standing about 200 feet away this time, is Elmo standing there with a sign that says Ryan. And at this point, I'm like, haha, very funny, guys. This is hilarious. So funny, haha. Emo Elmo is hunting me down. I'm the only person that hates Halloween, and isn't it weird that suddenly there's a serial killer after me and only me? Whatever. So I'm like, wow, so funny. I wonder which one of my friends it is. And then I look to my left and my right, and my friends that were with me to get Chick-fil-A are gone. They are running the other direction, okay? And at this point, I realize, maybe that's a sign that this is not a good thing, and I start running after them. So they're sprinting, we're sprinting, and the Elmo doesn't chase after us at all. It just stands there with that creepy little look and those dead eyes, standing there with his knife, which I hope he uses to spread mayo on his ham and cheese sandwich when he had lunch that day, because otherwise I bet you his sandwich was pretty dry. So we get back to their dorm room, and at this point I am profusely shitting myself, because I am apparently being targeted by Emo Elmo that is creepily standing across the world from my dorm room, or my friend's dorm room, staring at me, and then knew that I was getting lunch and came to stare at me again. And I'm like, oh my god, bro, like somebody's playing a prank on me. And even if they're playing a prank, I don't even care, bro. I'm still scared, because like I said, I am a scaredy cat, dude. I hate being scared so much. It is my least favorite thing in the world. The feeling of being scared, I would put on par with stubbing your toe repeatedly into a knife that was positioned under your toenail, okay? Like, that's how much I hate being scared. So whatever. The rest of the day, nothing happens with Emo Elmo. I'm safe to just sit there and stew in my fear and be terrified, right? And anyways, we go back to my dorm room at some point, and we're hanging out there. And the rest of my friends are like, all right, we're going to go out for Halloween. We know you're not going to come because you don't really vibe with the holidays, so have fun. And I'm like, yeah, all right, guys, have fun. So I say goodbye to all my friends, and I decide to clean my room. So I'm sending all of them, like, Snapchats about how cleaning my room is going, and how, like, wow, I didn't realize that I'm such a pig. I don't know if you guys have ever done that before. You ever been cleaning a room and realized that you live like, I don't know, Pigpen from Charlie Brown, like the kid that walks around with a cloud of nasty gas behind him? Like, sometimes I'm cleaning my room and I really do get disgusted with myself. I hope I'm not the only one that's ever felt that way. Otherwise, that's hashtag not relatable. So whatever, I Snapchat them this big bag of trash that I'm gonna have to take out to the trash, and they're like, be careful and watch out for Emo Elmo. And I'm like, haha, very funny. Shit, now I'm kind of scared. So like, I'm tactically exiting my building, all right? I'm looking through all the windows to make sure that I don't see Emo Elmo. I'm not trying to take any chances, you know? I creep over to the dumpster, and the dumpster is in like this separate building. I'm so scared of Emo Elmo at this point that I throw this giant bag of trash over it. And when I throw it over, I hear it like plop into the trash can, and I'm like, oh. And so I start to go walking back to the dorm. I start to go walking back towards the dorm. Keep in mind, the entire time, all the hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. I am terrified. I just have a bad feeling that something's about to go down. And as I round the corner to go back to the door to my building from being where the dumpster is, right? Who is standing there in front of the door but Emo Elmo with this freaking knife, bro? And I see him, and I just go, oh, hell no. And I start running back the other way. And I look over my shoulder about 10 feet further in my run. Like, I had started running, and I look back over my shoulder, and Emo Elmo is nowhere. He is gone. He has vanished. And at this point, I'm like, oh, all right, this is how I die, you know? Like, I'm perfectly okay with this. This is just how I go out. There's nothing I can do about it. And that's when I see he is creeping up the cars and has been getting closer to me the entire time, where I'm like, he vanished and he's going to pop up behind me and stab me at any moment. So I'm freaking out, and I start to run again. And now Emo Elmo has left his creepy car maneuver and is just sprinting after me. I am being chased around the parking lot of my dorm by a grown man in an Elmo costume with a knife. And I'm like, oh my god, like, this is how it ends. This is how my life comes to a close. So I go to run up these stairs, and I trip and I fall. And I fall up the stairs, and I remember turning over, and Emo Elmo is getting closer to me, right? And he walks over me, he's standing over me with a knife, and he swings it down, and I'm like, I'm literally screaming as loud as I can. And the knife hits my skin and like plunges in, but not in. Like the knife caves in on itself, and I hear laughing from inside like the Elmo hat, and it takes it off. And it was my friend that had been at work and had Snapchatted me from work that day. They had decided that since I'm so scared of being scared, that they would all do their best to scare me all day. Most people's friends, you know, support them, help them study for exams, you know, help them get ready for life. No, my friends went, Ryan hates to be scared, so let's get somebody in a full-blown Elmo costume to chase him with a knife all day. So I'm like, what? Why Elmo out of everything? That was my first question. Why would you dress up in an Elmo suit out of everything to scare me? And he goes, I had it. As if that's a common explanation. Like, well, I had an Elmo costume, so my only option was pretend to be a murderous cartoon character chasing after you all day. And I'm like, bro, not cool. And then everybody stops and looks down, and they're like, oh, Ryan, how scared were you? And I was like, I probably pissed my pants. And they went, no, you did. And I looked down, and sure enough, you know, not my proudest moment, I had pissed my pants. And look. I'm not gonna deny it. That's embarrassing. I'm taking an L. I am taking an L on the internet. I admit it. But if you had an Elmo standing over the top of you with a knife coming down into you, you'd probably piss your pants too. And if you lie, then you're a liar. And I'm not going to take it for real because you guys would all pee too. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought. And if you really love the channel, feel free to check out the No Joke, No Scam merch. It does help out a lot, but no big deal if not. You know how it is. Today's notification shout out goes to the Raisin Man. Big thank you for having on notifications. If you want notifications, shout out, just turn them on. Send me a screenshot to my Instagram at Scrubby, Twitter at Scrubby_69. And yeah, on that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.